Happy Valley then on a Wednesday night is our destination after a big day at Sha Tin with the 10 races there. There's 8 for the curtain raiser at the City Circuit on Wednesday night. I'm Andrew Lejeune, good to have your company. I'm joined as always by our form analyst in Paul Lally and race caller Mark McNamara as well. And Mark, as it always is, very competitive night's action for our first meeting of the season at the Valley. It is indeed. Hello to you, Andrew, and everybody. 8 races on the B course. The track looks in fantastic order for the first meeting of the season. And of course, Zach Burton with a strong book of rides, but it was Turbo Teton which took them all by storm in the riding ranks on Sunday. Certainly did, and Derek Long chipped in with a double as well. And we'll be chipping in, Paul, I say we, the royal we, with some decent jackpots on Wednesday night too.
Yeah, there's a plethora of jackpots here. There's plenty of them there. 614,000 going into a first double trio. We've got 10 million going into the triple trio. That should get up to 17 million. We've got 8 million going into the 6-up win bonus. That should get up to 13 million. And we're also putting $1 million in, again, the Royal We, and races 6 and 8 for the quartet in the first 4.
Plenty of money to be won. The TT paid over $6 million at Sha Tin on Sunday, so more on that in due course. Let's get straight into the action, though. Race number 1 is a Class 5 over the 1,000 metres, 1 or 2 over the minimum trip, headed by Farm Bumper. Is a class dropper here. Jerry Chow taking £5 off, along with Island Sunshine, and Holy Showcasing as well also takes the class drop. Star Red takes a distance drop, 1,400 metres last time we saw him, down to the 1,000. Garlic Hero's got speed from barrier 2. Does Sonic Sweetie, but gets barrier 10 there. After Me switches from David Ferraris to Peter Ho. Joy Avenue broke his maiden course and distance last February. Shanghai Power, Joe Moreira run for Me Choi, and Bonda Star with Dennis Yip and Tony Picone teaming up from 5, and for fun's sake for Chris So make up the field here, Mark, with Shanghai Power possibly in front by himself. There's a couple of leaders here. Andrew Garlic Heroes lit up in the trials too, and Shanghai Power did, and he was really good down the Sha Tin straight. So that pair likely to go forward. Scenic Sweetie struggled at the trials, and if he's out there 3 wide, he's going to do it tough around Holy Showcasing, Island Sunshine. Another couple of lines of 3, and After Me, who was slow out of the gates in his trial, is back running last. All right, we'll start off with Shanghai Power, who broke his maiden, Paul, on his final start last season. That was course and distance, with a couple others to consider as well, including Chunghua Jingshen, who chased him home in second.
Yeah, so I've got both these 2 horses in. Chunghua Jingshen's won a couple in a row. He meets him better at the weights, but the problem being is he's got barrier number 12 he's got to contend with. But it was a good, nice win here from Shanghai Power. He's got Joe Moreira aboard, so he definitely goes in as well. He got them both in, and they've both trialled up well, one of which we're about to see shortly. OK, we will indeed. That's next for us. It is Shanghai Power out in front, controlling things, and a trial down the straight, Mark. It was a good trial too. He went 58.5. Now, he's a Class 5 horse. As a comparison, when Nervous Witness on the same morning trialled, he went 57.89, but he didn't beat much behind him in this trial, Paul, but largely they were Class 5 horses, so if he can repeat this, he'll be hard to beat on Wednesday night. Yeah, he comes in with a lightweight, and he's got Joe Moreira services. Barrier 8, he might just have to work a little bit to get across with Garlic Hero underneath him, but I still think he'll run a good race. For fun's sake, Paul broke his maiden as well at the back end of last season. That was on the all-weather over the 1,200. Here he is at the trials. Yeah, look, I'm just a little bit worried about him over the distance. That was just what put me off a little bit. His better runs have been over 1,200, but he definitely improved towards the back end of last season. I found a spot for him. I didn't think his trial was anything super, but he seems to produce on race day in Class 5. But like Paul, prefer him at 1,200 metres. But he is in good form. Yeah, that was Infinity Win winning that trial, wasn't it? And Lucky Marilyn in second, who won on the weekend. So trial looks all right. But as far as winners are concerned, Paul, where are we looking in the first? Well, Dennis Yip won the first race on opening day, and I think he can win the first race here at Happy Valley with the Garlic Hero. He's actually got 2 runners, but I thought Garlic Hero, from the low draw, he can either lead or just get a nice trail. He's only had the 7 starts, and the 1,000 metres looks good for him. Chunghua Jingshen was consistent at the back end of last season. Farm Bumper, now, he's won fresh up in the past. He's got a little bit of a wide draw to contend with, but has won in Class 4 before, and Shanghai Power we talked about. 5, 6, 1 and 10. Shanghai Power, last start winner at the back end of last season. He goes up £4 for the win, but his trial down the straight was excellent. Joe gets aboard. 6 Chunghua Jingshen. He actually beat home Infinity Win in a trial, but Infinity Win wasn't pushed out in it. Joy Avenue, one of the other in the race for Dennis Yip, and number 12 for fun's sake. 2 are other 10, 6, 9 and 12 in the first. 10 and 6, that's my cue as well. And they're the 2 numbers that crop up throughout all the selections. They're 10 Shanghai Power from the front. Might be pretty hard to catch. Our opening contest, a Class 5 over the 1,000.